Hey Shay, I wanted to ask you about George. He got going there late in the fourth quarter with those three straight threes. What was that like to see him get going like that? And also just in a more broad sense, what has it been like to play with him this year?
Yeah, it was great to see. Obviously, George is a great teammate, great vet to have around, especially a young group of guys. He just plays the right way every game, makes extra pass, almost to where there's times where I have to tell him to be a little bit more aggressive, because when he's in that mode and a little bit more aggressive, it makes everything easier for the rest of us. So yeah, it was great to see. I know he's capable of it. Obviously, he's a great shooter, and we expect more from him.
Nick Gallo with Thunder Broadcasting.
Shay, it looked like they really tried to clog the lane against you, tried to limit your drives, but you still found a way to get there. You all scored 66 points in the paint. What kind of multiple efforts did it take for you all as a group there?
Yeah, coach was saying after last game and before this one that against a good defensive team like the Clippers, it takes multiple efforts and multiple attempts to get what we want. And ultimately, we'll get the best shots from it. We saw that throughout the game a little bit, that when we, made the extra pass, made the skip, drove it, passed it, and then drove it again, that the lane started to open up. But yeah, we just got to stick to it and trust it for a full 48.
Just as a follow-up, how about the rebounding? You all turned it around big time in that category. I think they were plus 19 last game, and you all were much better in that regard.
Yeah, that was one of the emphasis going to the game as well. Obviously, with a team as big as they are, the glass is going to be huge. We tried to limit them as much as we could tonight.
Paris Lawson with OKCThunder.com.
Yeah, Shay, George was saying that, you guys didn't really have a different game plan tonight. It was just more about bringing that competitive and that edge kind of to this game. And you have a guy like Mike Muscala and Isaiah Roby, who both grabbed 3 offensive rebounds tonight. I mean, what did you think of the edge that you guys brought to kind of bring this game down to single digits multiple times, especially in that second half?
Yeah, it was what we needed. The type of group we are, we got to bring that every night for a full 48 minutes if we want to give ourselves a chance to win. And obviously, Coach addressed that after the last game. That was as well one of the big themes, just us competing on both ends of the floor and not giving them anything.
Young Masuk with ESPN.
Hey Shay, just wanted to ask you as a guy who lived here, former Clipper, returning on this trip and being here in LA for 4 days, what was it like to be here with kind of everything shut down? Like, what would you have normally done if this were normal times, and what couldn't you do on this trip with everything that was going on?
Yeah, obviously, great city. But with the circumstances, we're forced to be in our hotel room, of course. But it wasn't too bad. Just play video games, just on the phone. I got it a lot better than a lot of people in this world, so I'm not complaining. But in terms of the city, yeah, it was good to be back. Nice weather for the most part. It was cool.
Thank you, Shay.
Steve McGehee with News 9.
Hey, Shay, in about 23 hours, you guys play the Portland Trailblazers. Portland's also playing tonight against the Knicks. But the way you guys kind of finished up here, does that give you any type of momentum going into tomorrow night against a good team?
Yeah, I think for us, it's just worrying about ourselves and focusing on what we can control. So bringing the energy, playing simple basketball, playing for each other, and then just being competitive and having fun. I feel like if we do those things, it doesn't matter if it's a back-to-back. Whoever it is, whoever we're playing against, we'll give ourselves the best chance at winning. I think that's what we're figuring out, and we're headed in the right direction.